Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about the list method in Python. So, as part of this session, I want to discuss like how to create the list, how to use or how to access the list items. What is the nature? Is it like a immutable or mutable? How we can apply the membership operator on my list element. The next one is like the methods in list. So the first one, why we go for list based? It's very simple. There has multiple items or multiple elements are there. If you want to represent all the elements with a single variable, then you can go with the list. Multiple values are there. I want to represent all the values at a time with a single value. Then you can go with what? List. So how we can create the list in Python means by using these square brackets, we can create the list. The next one is like by using the method called as a list method. By using the method called as a list method, either that one or this one you can use it. Programmatically, I want to show you. Let me open Visual Studio Code. Just create a function called one file you can create list.py. Okay, first way I can say like my name's equals to okay Sachin and Tony and Kohan. Okay, see, if you want to represent the multiple elements in a single value, okay, single variable value, then you can go with what? List. Okay, it's like a valid list. Now you can print that list. You can see the type of the list also, the type of the list. Now, can I run it? Open the terminal. Open the terminal. How we can run? By using py command. Py command. A file name is like list.py. Now say this. Just wait. Okay, it gives me some error. What is that one? Names. Okay, not name. So that can we change that? Save it and run again and run again. Now see, the list of elements it's displayed as it's a valid syntax. The next one, the type of the names variable is like what? It's like an object of this particular class list or not. At the time of executing this particular statement, internally it create an object with the name for which class? List class or not. What is object? What is class? If you want, you can go through our oops concept videos. Okay, once my list created, you can print that one. You can access the elements from the list. Okay, how we can access? I will tell. This is one way. Another way is like this. Okay, I have a range of elements. I have a range of elements, numbers. I can say. My range. Okay. Now, if I print my numbers, then that time see this. The output is like the first one is like list of elements, this one names. The second one is like range. This range I want to convert into a list. So that how we can means you can create a list by using list method also by passing any sequence data structure object. Okay, maybe a set you can pass it, maybe you can pass a list, maybe you can pass like a range also, maybe you can pass like a tuple here to convert into list. Now I pass like a range. Now see this. Now see this. Yeah, Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli, already you created like a list format only. I have one sequence data object is like a numbers. I convert it into a list or not by using list method. This is the way you can create a list. Now talk about the elements. Now these all elements are like what? Okay, Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli is like a string values or not? Can I use like a 1 comma 2 comma 3 here? Is it like a valid? Okay, now come here. Yes. Okay, I not printed so that it's not visible anything. You can print it. Okay, at least it's not showing any error. Now see this? Yes. Means my list items may be any type or not. My list items may be any type or not. There is no need to put like all values or like strings. My list value, my list items may be any type. The next one is like, just I'm going to put like a 3 and then I'm going to put like Sachin. Okay, that means my Sachin I entered 2 times, my 3 also like 2 times. That means duplicate values I added in the list. Now if you come here, yes, if you added like a duplicate values also, there is no problem inside the list or not. There is no problem inside the list or not. Okay then. Now, how we can access? How we can access? These many ways are there to create a list. Now, how we can use it or how we can access the elements from the list means by using index we can, and the next one is like by using slides. By using slides, we can access the elements. Okay, first starts with index, as we know. The same thing. Each and every item has their own index. Okay, based on the index, you can retrieve the data. Added my index is like 2, so it's like 0th index, first and second. My answer should be the Kohli or not. My answer should be Kohli or not. Yes. Okay, by using index we can retrieve the data. Now my names of 2 is like Kohli. Now I'm trying to change like Dravid. I'm trying to change like Dravid. Now say this, my print of names. Now can we run it? Can we run it? Okay, if you observe here, see, before do the change, my second position has Kohli, that one I printed. Okay, after made the change in the second position, my Kohli is replaced with what? Dravid or not. That means whatever you created the list, that list allow you to do the changes or not. That list allows you to do the changes or not. So that if it is not allows to do the changes, that nature we can say like a immutable. Okay, my list allow you to do the changes or not. So that my list you can say like what is the nature? My list is like a mutable nature or not. My list is like a mutable nature. Next one, index, like that you can retrieve. Let's start with slicing. Let's start with slicing. By using slicing, okay, how we can retrieve the data means, okay, print, okay, names of, just you can put like a poll. This is like a normal syntax. Now see, you can get all the elements or not. Now I want the elements from 2 to 4. Okay, starts with 2, okay, ends with 4. Now see this, 0, 1, 2, start from here. The difference 2 and 4 is like a 2, so that Kohli and 2 you can get is like an output or not. Okay, for example, 2 to 8 I want, 2 to 8. Okay, 2 to 8. Okay, my step is like 2. My step is like 2. Then that time, see my output how it looks like. Okay, see, in the past my default step is like 1 by 1 Kohli, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so now step is like 2, so that first Kohli, okay, it's not visible. Okay, 3, it's not visible, such it's like step like 2 or not. You can add the step also. If there is no step, there is no starting, there is no ending, just you can write like this. It's like a valid one. It's like a valid one. Now see this, you can get all the values or not. This is the way you can retrieve the data from the list. You can retrieve the data from the list. The next one is like we can access this list elements by using loop also. By using loop also. By using, you can say like for loop. For loop. Okay, how we can access? Very simple thing. For my value, from where you want me to take, from where, okay, inside the names, okay, you can take from there. You can print the values or not. You can print the values. Now can we run this one? Yes. Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli, all values printed or not. By using loop also, we can access the data or not. Inside my list, some data is there or not. How we can check means, okay, we have the predefined method called as a len. Okay, it's like stands for length. Now, if you want to find the length of my list, okay, you can use this len method. It's directly in Python. There is no need to call by using this particular list object. By using this list object. Now the next one is like, okay, come here. Membership operator means one element is there or not. I want to check it. Okay, my key inside names or not. Inside the names or not. Yes, key inside the names. True. Is 33 is there? 33 is there? Not there. So that it's false. Okay. False is correct only, right? 33 not in the names. Yes, that's correct only. Then that time it returns me what? True or not. Okay, so that my membership operators used for what? To check that particular element is there or not there in the list or not. In and not in. In and not in. The next one is like methods in list. Methods in list object. If you want to check the methods in the list object, we have already there has one predefined method called as a dir. Okay, dir. What is my list object? Names is my list object or not. Now can we run it? Now can we run it? Just you can run like this. Now see this. Okay, these are the methods or not. These are the methods. Underscore methods we not use frequently. Just leave it. Okay, these are the methods based on your requirement. You can use it. You can use it. The first one is like you can say like a few methods I want to discuss. Count, you can take it. Count. Okay, let's talk about the count. Now come here. Come here. Okay, print off my count method coming from where? Coming from my list object. So that this is the one. Okay, I want to check three. How many threes are there? See this? There is three, two threes are there. One, two. Okay, you can find that element repeated how many times. That element repeated how many times by using that one. You can find it or not. You can find it or not. The next one is like copy is one method is there. Copy method. Okay, this is an important method. Okay, see this. Why we go for copy method means now see these are my names. These are my names. Perfect. These are my names. Now I have one more variable is there players. Okay, I assigned these names only to my players. To my players, I want to add one more player. I want to add one more player. Okay, for example, if you want to add one more player, you can use one of the method called as a push method. Okay, the player name is like a Dravid. The player name is like a Dravid. Now see, print my names. Print my names here. Okay, at this point of time, how many names are there? Three names are there. I assigned that names to players. I assigned that names to players. Now inside the players only, I added Dravid. I added Dravid. Now once I added that players to my Dravid, okay, let me print names as well as let me print players also. Let me print players also. Okay, as per our understanding, you made the change in the players so that my Dravid has to add to my players only, not in the names or not. Now let's check it. Okay, what is my output? Now it gives me some error. Okay, let's do it. What is that error? First, this is my Sachin is okay. Sachin is okay. Players dot push Dravid. List object has no attribute push. Okay, list object there is no attribute push. Okay, now come here. Why it is not having push names players dot push? Okay, can you check like names dot push? Names dot push. Okay, don't worry. I'll tell. Okay, push is not there. He is telling. Okay, first of all, push method is there or not there? Can you check it? Print dir of names. Print dir of names. Now print dir of names is nothing but what? It gives me the list of elements, the list of methods inside the list object. Here, if you observe here, append is there, clear is there. Okay, these all methods are there, but push method is not there. See this. Push method is not there. Okay, if that push method is not there, can we use the append method? Can we use the append method to append some value? So that for my players, I'm going to append the value. Okay, now you can remove this one. You can remove this one. Okay, let me run it. Let me run it. Okay, now see this. Push is not there. Push is not there. Okay, append. Append. First time, my names are how many? Three names. Yes, three names printed. Okay, now my name is assigned to which variable? Players. Now you do the change for which variable? Players variable. For players, you added Dravid. Now I printed names. See this? My names also affected or not? My names also affected. See, my names like as usual, 3 should be there. But you made the changes the players that is affected to my names variable also or not? Names variable also or not? I don't want to change this particular name. So how we can avoid this type of situation means, okay, you assign these names to my players directly, right? Instead of that one, can you create a cloned names variable names list object? Can we assign that one to my players? Okay, now it is creating like two spaces. One is for players, another one is for names. Okay, now if you made any changes in the players, that's not affected to my names. Okay, now come here. Okay, you can use that copy method. You can use that copy method like this. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is not the right way to use names dot copy. Names dot copy method. Why? Because that is inside that object now. Okay, now come here. See this. First time my names is like three. Perfect. Okay, after that you assigned a copy of names to my players. Okay, you made some changes in the players one. Now I printed names. If I printed the names three only, it's not affected to my names or not. After that, you can get to my Dravid or not. Say this to my players. This is the way three methods we discussed. One is like a copy method, another one is like append method. Two methods we discussed or not. Copy method used for what? To get the cloned object, cloned list object with a different space. Okay, append used for what? To append the data to the last element in the list, in the last element to the list. Okay, like this it's going to work. Okay, remaining all methods. Okay, just you can check dir of your list object. Okay, any methods you want, just you can write the program and see the output, and you can conclude, yes, this is the method used for this one, like that. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.